Hi, everybody. Amanda Hoffmeyer here with Red Brick Partners. Today, we're going to be doing a deep dive tutorial on how to use smart rules in HubSpot. Before we dive in, let's first talk about what is a smart rule. A smart rule is essentially the ability in HubSpot to change a button, the call to action on the button, or a link on a button based on the visitor who is viewing the content. It also will allow you to show dynamic text based on the visitor who is viewing your content too. So for example, if you were writing an email that had a really great piece of content, you might want to have a different call to action for your current customers than you would want to have for your prospects. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do that on both emails and on landing pages. All right, so let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to first show you how we can implement a smart rule on this call to action area in an email that we had done. So the first thing to know is that we can make a smart rule, and all we do is like when we're in the block of text, we click more and we can click add smart rule. We can make the rule either based on a list membership or based on a contact lifecycle stage. So for example, if you identify customers based on a customer lifecycle stage, we could go ahead and use that. If you were trying to make a smart rule based on maybe folks who are in a opportunity or a deal lifecycle stage, an evangelist lifecycle stage, we could go ahead and use that. Or the other way that we can do this is with a list membership. So I'm going to show you how we would do it with a list membership today. We would want to make your list before you got to this point. So for example, we've already created two smart module lists in here, smart module list 2 and smart module list 1, and that's what we're going to go ahead and use. So we would select list membership, and then we're going to set two rules. So we're going to say if we were part of module test smart module list 1, we're going to have one set of content versus if we're part of test smart module list number 2. You could add more than two rules here if you wanted, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to do 2 of them. So we would go ahead and click save now. And now we can see that this text up here has a smart module. So now when we click in our text box, we see we're going to get some additional options over here. So we're able to edit the copy for default. So if people don't fall into list 1 or list 2, they're going to go ahead and receive the text that is in the default area here. But then we can customize for list 1. So for example, maybe we'll say, I'm just going to put customer here. We're going to say that list 1 is that. And then I can change it for smart module list 2. So we're just going to change this up here to say prospect. And we could change everything in the body text here. We could change our links in here, anything that we want. We would want to always go back and check these things. So now we can see we have one message for folks in the default group. We have a different message for people in list 1, and we have a different message for people in list 2. We can also do a smart module on a button. So if we come down here and you hover over the layout, you can click more, add smart rule, and then we have the same exact options that we had for the text. So we're going to do this based on list membership again. So we're going to pick smart module list 1, and we're going to pick smart module list 2, and we're going to click save. So for example, for our customers that are part of that list 1 here, we might not want to tell them to learn more by visiting our site because they already know who we are. So what we might want to do instead is invite them to opt into a weekly text message that we send out because it's a nice way to stay in touch with them. So what we would do is we can copy that link. We can go back to our email and we can say subscribe for text updates. And we can put that link in there. Whereas for folks who are prospects, we might want to send them specifically to look at case studies on our website. So what we can do is we can copy that link, come on in to edit for Smart Module List 2. We can change our URL to the case studies, and we can change the button text to browse case studies. Again, we wanted to check this to make sure everything looks good. So for folks who are not part of either list, we're going to say learn more. Folks who are in our customer list, we're going to say subscribe for text updates and take them to that opt-in. And for folks who are prospects, known prospects, we're going to tell them to browse our case studies. So very simple, as you see, but very powerful. In the past, you might have been creating 3 different variations of emails to accomplish what this one simple smart module would accomplish. It works exactly the same way on landing pages. So I have a test landing page pulled up here. And the way it works here is that we're going to click inside of the module that we want to edit. And then over here is where we have the option to add those smart rules. So we do have a lot more options here for smart rules because folks can be coming to the landing page who are not necessarily already in our database. So you might want to have like a different message if people are coming from Facebook or if they're coming from Instagram. We do still have the contact list membership option, the life cycle stage. We could also customize it by country. You know, sometimes there's some localization requirements for language, things of that nature. Device type, referral source, preferred language, or query parameter. So this is super powerful to do this. I'm just going to show you again the way we do it with the list membership. So we have Smart Module List 1, and then we will add Smart Module List 2 and click Save. And it works the same exact way. So we can go ahead and select which variation we want to edit for, and we can just change the text out. So, you know, I'm just going to put 1 so you can see versus the text for Smart Module 2. So now we see our default has what was in there to begin with. Our Smart Module List 1 is receiving the Smart Module 1 message, and the Smart Module 2 list is receiving that message. Again, we can also do this with buttons, and it works exactly the same way. So we're going to add the Smart Rule by clicking Add under Smart Rule. And we still have all these additional selections because we are on the landing page here. So we're going to say Smart Module List 1. Whoops. Got excited. And then we'll do Smart Module List 2. So we've got both lists in there. And just like we did on the email and the other landing page area, we can click and change the CTA as well as the destination. So we could have it just say Module 1. So you can see, and then we can change that text here. For landing pages, do have things open in new window if you want to do that so that you're not sending people off the page. And then we can update for Module 2 as well. Again, we would want to test these so we can see our default is button, add a button link here. Module 1 now is going to link out to our Module 1 link, and Module 2 is going to link out here. So again, just a really, really powerful tool so that you don't have to replicate multiple landing pages and try to manage traffic going to the right page, and so that you don't have to send multiple of the same emails just to adjust for that call to action based on the membership group. So I hope this was helpful. If there are any other HubSpot topics that you want to know about, please feel free to message us, and we are happy to make tutorials for those things that would be useful to you. We are a HubSpot agency partner, so if you do need any support with that, just let us know. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.